captain. Not far away, another poacher is pinched, but swears he's innocent.
So he has a story where he's seen me do it. Where's the other guy seen me do it? There's two guys. We gotta get your facts right, brother. You can't just go talking stuff like that.
A lifeguard catches the culprit red-handed.
2 feet from where he walked out of the rocks, I see his gun in his bag. Right where he got out of the water.
There's somebody else could have dropped it off, man.
Yeah.
We witnessed a diver surface and swim to shore and try to exit the water out of the rocks. I jumped in the water, swam over to the area where he exited, saw a spear gun laying right next to a game bag, and as soon as he saw us, he reached down and untied his bag, and he had an illegal lobster, which he illegally shot.
Despite the jarring evidence, the man refuses to confess.
Sir, I don't have a lobster. I didn't take a lobster. I'm not hunting for lobsters. It's not lobster season.
He knew it was illegal to spear lobster, so he dropped his equipment in the water, tried to play it off that wasn't his gear. He was just out for a routine dive.
The poacher reaches his boiling point.
I don't understand anything about what you're talking about.
So you can go ahead and tell your story again, though, sir, but, you know, you gotta make the truth.
You know what I mean? No, it's not the truth.
I can only tell what I saw.
You see that?
I saw you in the water with him.
Well, I tell you what, Jesus is going to punish your dumb ass. Absolutely ridiculous. I hope the police do come try and get away from us, lying some bitch like you.
On Mission Bay, lifeguards call for police, believing the poacher's outbursts could turn violent.
You didn't see crap because you just made it up after I was standing there for 15 minutes asking these folks, excuse me, sir, I'm speaking here. What's the deal? I could have been long gone. What the hell what we had? You're climb up here, right?
The man grows increasingly belligerent.
You know, I just try to obey the law. Could you say that you see me with this lobster? You're crazy. It's not my stuff. I think you need therapy, sir. Or else you have very bored on your job.
Pound-wise, it's probably 7 pounds, 8 pounds, probably 20, 30 years old, easy. We believe he illegally obtained this lobster by spearing it. It was probably in a hole where he couldn't access it with his hand, so he speared it and was able to pull it out. It won't survive. It's just like having an open wound on your body, get infected, and we don't know yet, but we think the tip that's fallen off of here is probably still inside here.
That's not my tip, brother. I have no idea what you're talking about.
We're hoping he didn't shoot it so we can just take a picture of it and put it back in, but with this big of a hole inside, with all that internal damage, we're going to store it for evidence.
Backup arrives for the lifeguards.
I swam in, my guards saw him in the water with the spear gun and put the lobster in the bag.
The poacher's offense calls for a citation, but his conduct could cost him a trip to jail.
So you have a fishing license on you?
I'm not fishing.
Okay.
I don't need a fishing license, right?
So let me explain something to you. I'm issuing a citation that a fishing citation is an officer saw you with the spear and the lobster.
But that's what he's claimed, sir. That's not true.
That's why you
I understand
go to
that.
court. So
Yes,
I'm
sir.
just asking questions that are surrounding the fishing thing. So do you have a fishing license?
Sir, I'm not fishing.
I understand you're not fishing.
I don't have a fishing license, sir.
Okay.
I own one. I bought one.
Okay.
I buy one every year.
Okay.
But I don't have one.
The man continues his defiant behavior.
It's the redundant question, sir. You need to rephrase these things to change the thing here. I'm not fishing, so why should I need a fishing license?
The lifeguard's patience is almost up.
Love your day.
Oh, well, yes, I will. And so shall you, sir, before you're gone.
Calm down, Ron. What are you going to do?
Shoot me or sting me with a taser or something?
No, I'm going to put you in handcuffs. It's up to you.
As night falls on Mission Bay, the lobster poacher continues his rant.
If I wanted to really be a poacher, I'd be the best poacher they ever had. Here, I have like 4,000 dives in this bag. I know everything.
We'll be issuing him a citation at the very least. There's a chance we may be impounding his gear that he used to take this lobster illegally, and he's looking at a lot of fines.
As the lobster poacher impatiently awaits his fate, lifeguards find an important piece of evidence.
During an inspection through his equipment, I found the spear tip in his buoyancy compensator jacket, his BC jacket, which he had on his back at the time. See that? That tip is in the BC that he was wearing, which is not on that spear gun that he says is not his. That tip, the threads matched up on the threads on the spear gun, leading us to believe that that is his spear gun.
Well, I have spirit. I have like a lot of spirit.
I'm going to explain what's going to happen here, okay?
Right, yes.
I've issued a citation for a number of fishing game codes. According to the fishing game, I can impound all the dive gear you have, including the wetsuit on your body. I'm going to leave the wetsuit on your body. I need you to sign right here.
You can't take my gear, that's all.
We are taking the gear.
Well, then I did not do this. This guy is already. He's what he's
taking the gear.
You know, I have no choice though, because you know you're bigger than me. You got the gun.
Sign it right there.
You know what I mean? If not, you know, it would be a different story. Taking my dive gear, that's ridiculous. And I need a lobster cage and a fishing license when I'm not fishing. I'm not fishing lobsters.